Good morning, students of Standard 11. Today we are going to study nematohelminths from chapter 4, Animal Kingdom. Nematohelminths. It is also known as roundworm because its body form is dorsoventrally round. Students, nematohelminth is actually called as roundworm because it appears round from the front and from the back view. So students, because the organisms in the nematohelminth generally appear round when seen from the front and back, this category is called as the category of roundworms. Friends, nematohelminths are also known as nematoda. Friends, if you concentrate here, then you will be able to notice the organisms which are actually ascaris, which appears round from the front and also round from the back. Mostly it is parasitic and very few are free living. So students, most of the organisms which belong to nematohelminth are parasitic and very few are free living. So students, parasitic mode of nutrition is actually the mode of nutrition in which one of the organism gets harmed whereas the other organism gets benefited. So students, we can understand the concept of parasitic mode of nutrition with the help of this picture. Students, this picture is the picture of ascaris. Now students, this ascaris, which generally remains present in the intestine of the living organism, absorbs blood from the intestine. So students, in this process, that is in this mode of nutrition, the organism from which the ascaris absorbs blood is harmed, whereas ascaris gets benefited. So students, such kind of mode of nutrition in which one organism is harmed whereas the other organism gets benefited is called as parasitic mode of nutrition. Students, there is one more mode of nutrition which is called as free living mode of nutrition. So students, in the free living mode of nutrition, during obtaining of the food, only one organism gets benefited and any other organism does not get harmed in the process. So students, if you concentrate here in this picture, then you can notice the mouth of the scales by which it absorbs the blood. Nervous system is not much developed and consists of circumpharyngeal veins and longitudinal nerve cord. So students, in nematohelminth, generally the nervous system is not very much developed, and due to which there remains presence of a circumpharyngeal veins and longitudinal nerve cord. Students, there are specific ring-like structures which remains present in the pharyngeal, that is pharynx part of the nematohelminth. So students, this kind of rings are called as circumpharyngeal veins. So students, here we can notice the pharynx part of the nematohelminth, where the specific rings of nerves, that's called as circumpharyngeal veins, which also acts as the primitive brain of the nematohelminth is found. So students, here we can notice the brain, which can be compared to the circumpharyngeal veins present in the nematohelminth, and even the longitudinal nerve cord, which remains present in the nematohelminth. So students, this nerve cord is basically divided into the dorsal and the ventral nerve cord. So students, here you can easily notice the ventral nerve cord and the dorsal nerve cord of the nematohelminth. It is triploblastic. Students, triploblastic, that is presence of three distinct layers. So students, here you can notice that the round worm has been further dissected laterally, and you can clearly notice here the three distinct layers which remains present in the nematohelminth. The outermost, which forms the body covering, is called as the ectoderm. The middle one, which forms the muscular layer, that's called as the mesoderm. And the innermost layer, which forms the digestive tract, that's called as the endoderm. And students, there remains presence of a pseudocell, which is called as the false body cavity. There is presence of organ system level of organism. So students, if you concentrate here in this picture, then you can notice that there remains presence of a testis, ventral nerve and dorsal nerve ganglion, which is compared to the brain, pharynx, which is a part of the respiratory and digestive system, intestine and digestive tube, and even anus. So students, this shows that nematoda generally have organ system level of organization and different organs like brain, pharynx, ventral nerve cord, anus, intestine, testis, etc. remains present in the nematode animal. Students, now let's discuss an important question. What are various classifications of nematode animals? The following are the two classifications of nematode animals: Adenophora and Cicernotoda. Thank you, students.